Episode 7, How to Approach Team-Based Fighting Games. Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us as we explore the fighting game genre. Team-based fighting games, where you control multiple characters rather than just one, are making a comeback with some anticipated titles. However, despite the appeal of dream teams and epic fights, team-based fighters are inherently not newbie-friendly compared to 1v1 fighting games. A big hurdle for new players getting into team-based fighters is that the game often throws every aspect at you all at once. It can feel overwhelming. While we saw in episode 3 that it's easier to learn by dividing a fighting game into small parts and focusing on a single small part each time, the basic format of team games makes this approach harder. Every match, you are forced to play 2 or 3 characters before you fully learn a single one. Every character tends to die faster than in a 1v1 game, so they can sometimes get very little play in a match. On top of that, there is also team construction to consider. Who should lead? Who should anchor? What synergies, if any, do teammates offer each other? It's extremely daunting for new players to learn. To remedy this, we'll offer you a plan of action, how to approach a team-based fighting game and learn it effectively. While following this plan, you'll need to ignore wins and losses. For a while, you will be playing to learn, not to win. First, we need to distinguish between 2 types of team games. There's the classic King of Fighters format, which is like playing a 1v1 fighting game, only with 3 characters. Then there's the Versus Series format, where there are additional dynamics between characters via assists and tagging. We'll start by explaining how to approach the King of Fighters format first, and build on top of it afterwards. First, pick the characters you like the most without worrying about any team dynamics, or putting them in the right order. Because you are forced to play all the characters right off the bat, start by addressing the basic needs for each character on the team. Use the internet and ask better players to provide you with 4 things for each character. 1 to 2 good ground normals. 2 to 2 good air normals. 3 1 good anti-air. 4 1 short and simple sequence of moves that functions both as a combo and a safe block string. Now play a while and get used to all those basics for each character. Even if you lose, the important thing is learning and developing muscle memory. After you've gotten used to the placeholders with all the characters, focus on the universal mechanics of the game, mainly the movement system. After you are comfortable with the game's universal mechanics, you can start learning one character more in depth. As time passes, you'll improve with this character, and it will start carrying most of your team's weight. Always put your strongest character last in the team order, so that the other 2 characters will still get plenty of practice in every match. Once you feel that you've improved a bit with one character, move on to the next. When you've gotten better with the whole team, you can finally start exploring the team dynamics. Now the team order starts to matter. In KOF, the main team dynamic revolves around resource management, because the super meter you gained carries over between rounds. The character that needs meter the most needs to fight last, and the character that needs meter the least needs to fight first. This way, the first character, the battery, builds meter for the third character, the anchor. The second character, the middle, should be the most versatile one, who can play well both with and without meter. You can ask veteran players to help you understand which of your team members fits which roles best. It should be noted that at high level, matchups may also affect the order players choose, but that's a concern for tournament play, not while learning. You can learn Versus Series format games in a similar manner. Find placeholder tools for each character, then learn to move better, then delve deeper. But there's an additional issue to address here. The characters are not built to function well on their own. They each feel like part of a full character. If you learn such a game by playing a team like it's 2 to 3 solo characters, you'll be practicing something that's very different from the real game. So by sheer necessity, we'll have to borrow some tools from the more advanced team dynamics stage. This means that in addition to the usual placeholders for each character, you also need to have one effective team combination, where two team members are doing two specific actions that are powerful together. Team combinations are usually one of two possible goals. They either create effective space control, or they create and/or enforce a rewarding mix-up. With the help of better players, it should be pretty easy to find one such combination that each character in your team can utilize, and practice it. All the advanced concepts, like punishing assists and exploring the rest of the team dynamics, can be done after you've improved at the game. In the next episode, we'll show you how to improve your ability to react to and block overheads, even if you have slow reaction time. Until then, take some time to think about what we presented, and if you liked the video, make sure to subscribe for more episodes. 何が出るかな